All right, we are at the Hasbro Pulse booth. Going to do a walkthrough. The G.I. Joe panel has already finished. We got some new figures to look at over here from the last time we looked at these. But speaking of future J problems, we've got the trailer to the Robeson Optimus Prime. But you know what? I think I gotta cancel this one to make sure I've got money for that Eternia playset. But I don't know. You're on the chopping block trailer. Don't know if you're gonna make it, but it does look really cool. And then of course we've already looked at the Hiss tank, but I love that they've opened up the gull wing doors here to look inside. Oh, it's freaking awesome. And we don't have actual figures, we just have little cutouts here for some of the other exclusives that'll come with this set. Love that we have the ladder down as well, it looks awesome.
Dope.
So very cool to see. And then we've got what will be a PulseCon exclusive Serpentor and his air chariot. And this thing is beautiful. Wow. From tip to tail, it is incredible. The sculpting details. Everything about him looks amazing. Wow. I hope they make a ton of these things, because I feel like a lot of people are going to want them. Look at all the detail on this thing. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Insane. Awesome. It's got these added to the case. Love this classic Snake Eyes. He looks really, really cool. Yeah. So freaking awesome. And we got Lenny and Emily, the best in the biz. They are fantastic heads of the G.I. Joe team for Hasbro. They've done an amazing job. Then we've got the selfie series.
That's me right there.
Is that you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you. And there you're right there. Amazing. This seems like a really, really cool idea. Now, I did get to try the app on preview night. So actually, I'll cut to that experience in a second. But you get to basically scan your face. I think you get to choose some different hair types. And then they put it together for you. So I'll cut to the app experience right now. All right, my audio got messed up for this, so I'm recording it in a hotel closet right now. But this was after it scanned my face, and you had to kind of like move your head to the side and to the other side, and then now it's processing it. And it took a while, but this was a demo version of the app. So I would assume, the actual real version will go a bit quicker than this beta version that they had me use. So it's processing my face, and then you will see in a second that it gives me what they think my face looks like. And it's... Does that look like me? I don't think so. But, that's what they thought it did, or that's how they thought my face looked. And so I chose the Ghostbuster thing, and I didn't realize that it didn't actually use your own hair. So you have to pick different hairstyles, or preset hairstyles that they already have, which makes sense. It's probably hard to create everybody's hairstyle, but it does kind of limit the accuracy, I think. So I removed the beard, and it looked all right, but still, Wasn't the best experience, but maybe it'll get better by the time it's ready to release. Now, like the Mattel booth, they have a stage so they could do signings and stuff. I believe they have one going on right now for the X-Men animated series. Peter Cullen was here earlier. So a lot of cool stuff happening here.
All you Marvel fans who are standing in line at the Hasbro Pulse booth.
We've also got the Dungeons and Dragons section, not very fleshed out, but we do have what I believe is their convention exclusive gelatinous cube, which, if you dig it, it's pretty cool, and you can get in on the action yourself. All right, we got Transformers Legacy. And I've been out of the modern Transformers game for a while, but I know a lot of you love it. Galvatron looks dope. It's all looking good. Oh, I love that. G2 colorway.
I know, right?
It's awesome.
It's time that G2 got some more love.
I agree. Also, nothing is more 90s than green and purple. It's my favorite combo.
Purple and black.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like you're throwing some pink. And then
Yes.
there you go.
I'm here for it. Then we got the Nickelodeon Transformers Earth Spark line.
No, like who did they just get this?
No, I don't watch the show. I don't know much about it. But they're transforming robots. And they look pretty easy to transform, which is good. Because my kids aren't very good at it. We got Shattered Glass. Within non-shattered glass, which is good, which is a good thing. And then we've got the HasLab Victory Saber. So this went up around in August of last year, I think. One of the cheaper HasLabs to come out, I think it was like $1.70 or something like that. So this is the final engineering pilot. And it looks really, really good. Oh, so they've staged it out here. So you have like the first engineering pilot. Oh, they go from prototype to deco master model, engineering pilot, first run, and then pilot 2, and then final engineering pilot.
I think it's the same.
That's really cool. I like how they laid that out.
Prototype and
That's pretty neat.
I just hit this and then.
So this corner is all of the Transformers stuff. We've got this 15th anniversary of the Transformers movie. And I know people like to knock the Michael Bay Transformers movies, but that first one, I don't care what you say, that was actually a heck of a movie. Changed the game for better or worse, but I really love that first movie. And we've got the Camaro version of the Bumblebee. And I can't remember what this droid's name was, but he was, I don't know if it looked like that. But anyway, I got an RC car transformer there. But it's still cool to see this, the old rusty version of the Camaro. So pretty cool to see this in person here at the con. Looking awesome. Very cool. Remember the end of Bumblebee?
Would you like any
Absolutely.
Autobot tattoos?
I would love that. Thank you so much. Woo-hoo. Got some Autobot tattoos. All right, so once we move from Transformers, we go to Star Wars. And I know the poor Star Wars team has got a lot of heat. But remember, Star Wars is owned by Lucasfilm, and which is owned by Disney, and what they are able to do or probably release is heavily dictated by them, I would assume. So while I think we all have our fair criticisms, they still do have a lot of cool figures here. There's definitely one I'm going to make fun of a little bit. Oh, but you know what I won't make fun of is their lightsabers. They look fantastic. I'm really pumped for this Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber. This is my favorite lightsaber hilt design. I have it on pre-order, so I'm pumped to get that one. We got Rey's, Obi-Wan's, the dark saber, and Princess Leia Organa's lightsaber. But I love how they finally gave you the detachable top here of the hilt. So you have the screen accurate, and then you can replace it with one that can actually put the blade inside. Love that engineering. Pumped to have it. I do dig this Obi-Wan Darth Vader and the Obi-Wan. I'm not really all into Black Series these days, but those two I might get. And we've got the Gaming Greats. Got some Rogue One love there with Saw Gerrera. I do want to get this version of Lando Calrissian. Huge Donald Glover fan, and I love his portrayal of Lando Calrissian, so absolutely would love to get one of those. Let's go along the outside here, and we've got the Retro Series Obi-Wan Kenobi figures. These have started to hit retail. I've seen them at toy shows already. I have not seen them in person yet. But we got some more Black Series. And then we've got some of these comic book fan channel exclusives. I really want this. I have this pre-ordered somewhere, I feel like. Did that ever get released? The much maligned Black Chrysanthemum. We made a lot of fun of this on our channel when it first released. I still don't like it. It looks a little bit better. It looks a little less like just a Chewbacca painted black, but it's still not. The body itself just doesn't cut it for me. The Chewbacca body just doesn't work for me. Love the Army Builder packs. Great way to kind of flesh out your armies. Love, love, love Clone Wars, especially getting the Ahsoka Trooper on there. That's awesome. I do have this pre-ordered as well. I really hope there's a way to get a Jabba to go on there too, because while I do love being able to set this up with Bib Fortuna, I really want a Jabba to sit there long term. But it looks fantastic in person. I believe it's supposed to ship in the fall this year, I think. More retros. These are available right now. I think these are showing up as well. My Boba Fett showed up, my Tatooine one. So nothing too exclusive here. And then again, I know some people hate the retro release, but I love it. Yeah, they don't look exactly the same, so you'll know what's real, what's not. And it allows you to get the vintage figures without sometimes having to pay the vintage price. Sorry, you coming through? Oh, okay. And then this is the convention exclusive Boba Fett. It's been going up off and on the website. I do really dig this Lola. I love Lola. So if I see it at retail, I may pick it up. We also got, I guess, the fire spray. Boba Fett's Starship fire spray in the Mission Fleet line. I gotta say, I haven't tried those with my kids yet. I wonder if they'll dig them. My youngest really loves the Action Fleet stuff from Jazzwares, and even just the vintage Micro Machine stuff. I wonder if he would dig that. This was announced at Comic-Con, the next retro pack, and there's a lot of goodies in here. I love getting the vac metal C-3PO, the vac metal R2-D2, and the OG Ben Kenobi. A lot of really good figures in there that haven't been re-released too much. This one, the Where Chewbacca Wookiee Halloween edition, is super silly. As my son says, I shouldn't yuck people's yum, so if you dig this, cool. For me, not so much. I will say this skeleton trooper's pretty sick. Then we've got the droid with the plastic-free packaging. Oh yeah, these all have the plastic-free packaging. Which at least it's a pretty decent picture of the figure. We've got our Miggs Mayfield as well. I've always wanted a Bill Burr action figure. We've got our Gaming Greats K2SO, plastic-free packaging. And it looks better than the Marvel Legends ones I've seen so far. And then we've got the Black Series Grogu. Tons of accessories, but still pretty small. That's going to be full retail price. Pardon me? And then we've got Ned B, as well as the Mandalorian. Sweet carbonized Boba Fett. Oh, the credit collection, that's right. Credit collection, not carbonized. Bo-Katan. Oh. Some great helmets. Some selfie series in the case. Is that Patrick? It's Patrick. Again, this credit series Dark Trooper looks really cool, as well as Ahsoka and Tusken Raider. So, pardon me? So, a lot of re-release repaints and whatnot, but still some good stuff here in the Star Wars section of the Hasbro booth. All right, we got the Marvel Legends section of the Hasbro booth, and it is a little bit lighter compared to previous years, but they still got some awesome things to see. We've got their kind of recreation of Wave 1 of the original Marvel Legends. I love that we got the original vintage, or I guess modern vintage figure here, and the new one. The new cap looks great. The Hulk looks insane. I love that they're coming with stands like the vintage Marvel Legends, or the original Marvel Legends figures. Love that. And then we've got Toad in here, very different from the original one, but still looks awesome. Then we've got these little center booths here. A few Spider-Mans. We'll come back around to that one. A lot of the plastic-free packaging. Definitely pumped for this Spider-Man Noir. Comes with a Spider-Ham. But that looks freaking awesome. Definitely want that one. These 2-pack seeing it in person. The scope looks way better in person than that render that we got at first. I think that actually looks way better. And then we've got Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. These all went for pre-order a little while ago. And I know Dan Larson of Toy Galaxy just opened up and reviewed this version of Spider-Man on his Instagram. That was awesome to see. Then we got the Iron Spider, and this is the one that I definitely had to pre-order, the Amazing Fantasy AF-15 Spider-Man with all the extra articulation. He looks awesome. Then we've got some Thor, I guess, TV series, or yeah, I've got some TV series stuff here, as well as Thor: Love and Thunder, Howard the Duck, Moon Knight, Infinity, Ultron, both Moon Knights, both Hawkeyes. Miss Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy as seen in Thor: Love and Thunder. You got Valkyrie, King Valkyrie. Ah, great villain portrayed by Christian Bale. He did a really good job. We got the mighty Thor. Got classic Loki. King the Conqueror. Or I guess that was the version of this one. I can't remember his name now. He's got that version. Got some classic comic characters here. Some X-Men.
I walked over here to look at magic stuff for you, but they have figurines from the X-Men 97 series, and they're
So we've got the classic Spider-Man. I think that just went on pre-order, didn't it? Marvel's Lizard. Oh, I love this beast. That's actually a pretty darn good beast. That one might replace my beast in my Sentinel display. Then we got Spider-Man and his friends. That's awesome. I love this Iceman. That's pretty cool. And then the one that got away, I can't believe I didn't back this one because it looks amazing in person. This Galactus looks so freaking cool. This looks to be like actual final prototype. It's not prototype, it's like the one that people will be getting. And it looks so freaking cool. Wow, and it is massive. So it's standing here right next to the Sentinel. Just to show you how much bigger it is. Wowie, wow. It's freaking awesome. I have to find a way to pick this one up. For hopefully not too insanely bad secondary prices. But it looks awesome. Also got some large carded retro style figures. Then we've got Doc Strange, some more retros. These have been out for a minute. Some retail release stuff for Thor: Love and Thunder. We all know how I felt about these awful figures. The 12-inch ones are better though. Got some Black Panther rep here. Up for Wakanda Forever. And then we've got this awesome like VHS cell shaded retro X-Men figures. This one's for you, Morph. But I love that they have the Jubilee breaking the VCR as she did in the Night of the Sentinel. I love it. I have this Wolverine. That's all I've gotten so far. I'm kind of not 100% bought into it yet, but I do love the concept. And then we've got some, kid retail release stuff. My youngest son Alex does really like the Spidey and His Amazing Friends. It's a fun show. It's better than PJ Masks anyway. That show drives me nuts. So much rather watch Spidey and His Amazing Friends. That's awesome. And then on the outside here, just some more retail stuff for Spidey's Amazing Friends. Which is great. Then we got the box stuff that we saw on the other side. Again, some more of this stuff. And then we got the box for the Galactus. Oh, it looks so cool. It's the one that got away. So much regret. So much regret.
Getting up from that though.
Then we've got the Secret Lair drop series, like partnership with Fortnite. I think it's only going to be available at this convention or during this convention. So it's like a variant on Magic the Gathering, utilizing standard MTG cards, but using Fortnite locations and characters in place of like standard MTG cards. So like, you know, we've got Crack the Vault is a Grim Tutor, or the Cube is a Planar Bridge, or here we go, Shrinking Storm is a Wrath of God. So it seems kind of neat, but I have to stay away from MTG. I always get way too into it and need to back out. All right, they've had this Nerf Gel Fire display. These are popular outside of Nerf, but I guess Nerf is getting in on the action, so they've let people try them out. They look kind of fun. I may do it with my son who loves Nerf guns and stuff, but it looks kind of cool. They also had the Nerf mascot, which was terrifying. I'll put a clip of that right now earlier, so that was pretty cool. And then we've got the return of starting lineup. I wish there were some figures here, but at least they're talking about it. Just gotta wait for some baseball, but I'm pretty pumped for the return of starting lineup and this guy. So that is the Hasbro booth. Some awesome reveals in there. I think Mattel edges them out slightly in terms of the impressiveness of the total display, but still Hasbro brought their A game with this. Tons of different properties, tons of reveals. A little disappointed there was no Ghostbusters, or at least no Proton Pack to see, but still there was a lot in there. The G.I. Joe classified team won the weekend just with so many great reveals, as well as seeing a Hiss tank in person. But still, a lot of great stuff at the Hasbro Pulse booth. Thank you for the patrons that make this show possible. You can find a full list of them on the screen right now. If you'd like to help this channel grow, become a patron today at patreon.com/geekdadlife. Check out my check out my San Diego Comic-Con playlist right here, and this video that YouTube wants you to check out. And until next time, hasta luego, and goodbye.